There's no reason to pull out the lube in the gloves.
Wow, this escalated quickly.
Yeah. I just came to sign some paperwork, Doc. Come on now.
Yeah, no, I'm completely unimpressed with her, and I'm not going to tolerate that. That's ridiculous. I mean, it was bad enough that she implied that I was lying, but now it's like she wasn't even listening to me. And so, yeah. Done.
Tomorrow the text will be revelation. As you know, I think that you didn't finish the test maybe because of your knee.
Well, yeah. Well, and here's the thing. I'm really questioning her response to it, because I did complete the test and then kept going. And that's when I had to stop. And so she's like, well, I wonder if your inability to exercise on the treadmill. And I'm like, wait, what are you talking about, my inability? I met your goals. I don't understand.
Did she give you any warning about, like, this might mess up your knee, or there's any risk here? Nothing?
No, but I told her, I said that the whole idea of it does concern me, because my knee is an issue. Like,
yeah, that's kind of her job, though. Any test or procedure, go, here's the risk, here's the benefit, you decide.
Right.
So
yeah.
That's shitty.
So like I said, I'm back on some pain meds. So if things get weird, just tell me, and we'll figure it out.
Good.
All right, cool.
So welcome to the Pirates of Drinax. I'm sure Rexar is on his way. He's usually just a little bit late. But I'm sure he's on his way. Yeah, welcome to the Pirates of Drinax. We're going to be picking up where we left off last week. They are in the process of trying to pirate the Trojan Ranger. And we'll get into that in just a moment. But before we do, I would like to say thanks to a friend of the Greenwater Guildhall. If you're watching on Twitch, scroll down. You should see some tiles there. If you don't see the tiles, please click on my profile image, and those tiles should pop up. Each of those tiles will lead to one of these fine people's websites. None of these are partnerships or sponsorships of any kind. They are just products that we really like. Today, we would like to thank the Dogmight Games. Dogmight Games makes beautiful wooden tabletop accessories for your games, such as wooden DM screens. They have dice trays, dice towers. They have this really cool thing that's called the Player Vault, where it has a plexiglass screen that goes over a dice tray, dice vault. It has a slot for you to hold your pen or pencil. It'll hold a mini, and then the plexiglass is etched with a your choice of a type of character sheet, so you can use a dry erase marker to mark hit points and spell slots or notes, whatever you want to do. Yeah, absolutely fantastic products. They have the capability of customizing any of the things that you order. If you do a customization, that will usually ship from them within 6 to 8 weeks. But they also have a bunch of stuff that they've already done, and they keep it in inventory. So if you're just in a hurry, check what they have in inventory. And those items will usually ship in 1 to 2 business days. And we have a code for you that will get you 10% off. When you go to your cart, put in the code FRIEND in all capital letters, and that should take 10% off everything in your cart. And it's good for everything on the site. So we hope you enjoy. If you're a fan of our Wednesday Night Traveler games, we do have a website via Obsidian Portal. The adventure log on that site is done in the manner of Traveler News Service articles. There is going to be a new article coming up here in just the next few days. And it's going to be, oh, shocker of shockers, I didn't see that one coming, / sarcasm. The news articles deal with the entire Trojan Reach as a whole, and generally the travelers from our game are kind of in the background in some way. But more and more they are coming to the forefront as they are becoming more and more problematic for the powers of the Reach. Okay, so hold on here. Let me... Corey, are you with us yet? Evidently not. Which is probably okay, because we're going to start on the bridge of the Capri Sun. So, between Ox and Keith, I don't remember which one of you is doing sensors.
I was trying to see if anybody was, sneaking around on us.
That's true. So, Ox, make an electronic sensors plus your choice, either intellect or EDU.
Does the ship give him a bonus as well?
That is true. You do get a +2 to your sensors check. Oh, wait. No, I'm sorry. It's a +4 to your sensors check. Military grade sensors. Or advanced sensors give you the +4, and then you have the military grade countermeasure suite that gives you +6. So yeah, you have a +4 to your sensors.
Okay, so 13.
Okay. You are detecting an EM emission. Now, put a pause on that for a second. So, I was wrong about the sensors on the Capri Sun. They are, the advanced sensor package actually is, I was just about to say quite advanced, but I don't want to be that guy. It is impressive. It will allow you to detect life on another, whatever you're scanning, because it can detect neural activity. So it can do a brain scan and tell you if there's living things on whatever you're scanning. So this is a fairly advanced, advanced sensor system. You are picking up EM emissions that the turret on the Safari ship has gone live.
I will pass that over our comm network.
Okay. Keith Clark, what are you doing on the bridge? So, I mean, he passes over the information that the turret is going live. What would you like to do?
I would like to. Well, let me ask. Is it? Where is the ship in orientation to our Capri Sun?
That is a good question. So apparently, the Safari ship is like this, and then the Capri Sun is over the top of it. So the left side of the Safari ship actually is docked with the bottom of the Capri Sun. So you're in like a partial T or an upside down L position.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, the turret on the Trojan Ranger is a ventral turret. So I mean, it's going to be point blank range if they decide to do this.
Yeah. Do we have our particle barbette in orientation so that I could shoot from that?
So here's the problem. The particle barbette is ventral as well. So it's on the top. On the bottom, you have the triple missile launcher.
Did you hack or...
Do we have the Sandcaster?
No. No, it's That triple turret is 3 missile launchers that are currently armed with the only missiles you have, which are nukes. So
Mutually assured destruction.
yeah, you don't want to fire those at point blank range. That would be the nuclear option.
It would be. Maybe we should warn them about that.
Well, I mean, you could power up the missile turret and see how they feel about that. Because, I mean, their radiological sensors are going to pick up, they're going to grok what you're putting down.
Yeah, that sounds like the right option. I think that's what I'll do.
Okay.
Can you do that from the bridge?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, in fact, the 2 weapon stations are actually on the bridge. You can physically go to the turrets if you really need to, but it is a tight fit and an uncomfortable ride if you're going to do that. There's really no need. You can operate them from the bridge. So, Keith, I would assume that you would want to do a sensor lock on the Trojan Ranger. So, Keith, you can go ahead and make a electronic sensors plus intellect or education check.
Okay.
So here's a question for you. If we disable or don't enable the warhead on the missile, what would a missile being shot at close range bouncing off their turret do?
Honestly, probably not much.
Okay.
It'll rattle the inside. There'll be a big ding, bouncing off the hull.
Okay, just asking.
Yeah.
We
could disarm it.
The more likely scenario would be that Keith would get a sensor lock and aim the turret further out, because the missiles would launch and then ignite their rockets, and then kind of, because they're smart missiles, they'd loop around on the sensor lock.
Yeah, I'd try to shoot the opposite side of the ship, their ship.
Right, and it's going to go over and arc around and come back. So, yeah, but I mean, regardless, it would be instantaneous, and it would do a lot of damage. But I mean, it would do a lot of damage to you too. And you've got people on board, so you're basically doing the Cuban Missile Crisis right here between your 2 ships.
That's right. So yeah, I got 8.
Okay, that you've got a sensor lock that will give you a plus 2 to the missile attack. Ching-Shi and Beth can both make recon plus intellect checks.
I got 12.
Let's see, I have 14.
Okay, so both of you, you can hear, Ching-Shi especially, since you're in the hallway, you can hear from this door, you can hear or I don't know if hear is the correct word, you can feel in the deck plates, excuse me, the telltale sign that turret has become active. And over the hold on. So much fun. Over the intercom, you hear Lady Carneliana Hilfson, the captain of the Trojan Ranger, say, we can part ways amicably, just get off my ship, and we can leave things as they are. We don't have to take this any further, but I am prepared to fire my beam lasers at point blank range on your ship.
I love
yeah, yeah, Beth's like, hey, this is something I would do.
So, is that the turret there?
That is the
Through that door?
turret. That is the turret bay. Yes.
I got a cryo gun. Would that fuck it up at all?
Well, I was wondering if we can, rather than worrying about the bridge at this moment, try and gain access to the turret.
Or the power plant. If
So-
you shut down the power to their ship.
So, two of the three most secure doors on a ship are going to be bridge, turret access, and engineering.
Right.
Right. So, and these two doors are locked. So, there's that whole situation.
Okay.
Wait, go ahead, Beth.
I bought a cryo rifle and I want to use it.
Excellent.
And it might be useful to maybe, I don't know if it would help.
I would say that it couldn't hurt. Like if you were to freeze the turret mechanism with the cryo rifle, that could potentially at least slow it down or give it a negative to hit. The problem is,
Or I could blast it in the bridge so they wouldn't be able to shoot it. It's one or the other, you know?
that would be a possibility as well. The problem is with the cryo rifle is it sounds like the turret has already moved. So even if you freeze it, even if it's locked in that position, it's still at point blank range and pointed at your ship.
Okay. That's true. Okay.
Can you cut power to it somehow?
I don't know.
Quickly?
Probably not.
So since Rexar's not here yet, we'll just go to Captain Beth. What would you like to do at this point? So Ting and I'm sorry, not Ting, but Ox and Keith, have you let them know that you have powered up the missile launchers?
Oh, yes, that's right. I would definitely have notified the captain.
Okay. So you're aware that there are 3 nuclear missiles that are locked onto this ship right now, that you're on.
Okay.
They are wearing battle armor.
Well, true. That's still going to be a bit of rads.
So I'm going to move over here and I'm going to pull out the cryo gun
Okay?
and be ready to shoot. And I'm going to scream like a crazed person, "Stop, you're going to get us all nuked. What are you doing?"
Go ahead and make a...
You'd never nuke us, really. It's deception.
I would say deception at this point because you probably aren't believing that they would actually do this.
No, I don't think so. Okay. 6.
Well, it doesn't seem like you would need deception because like you said, their radiology is going to notice that our 3 missile turret fired up.
Well, I would say that that'll give you a bonus to your deception.
Because I mean, like, if she says, "Watch out, there's nuclear bombs," and they're saying, "Yes, we see them," like, that's not really, you don't really have to trick them at that point.
Well, the deception comes in on whether or not somebody's actually going to pull that trigger. So, Beth, what'd you get?
6.
So, you hear over the intercom, Lady Carneliana says, "Yes, I'm aware you are pointing nuclear weapons, which are highly illegal, by the way."
Okay.
Highly awesome.
I mean, like, we're here, so do we give the impression that
Right,
it
yeah.
matters?
Do we care about laws? I mean, really? So, Beth, you still have a significant action. Oh, no, you drew out your... So you have another minor action. You have a third minor action, because you moved, you drew out your cryo weapon.
I can say, let me talk to them over your comms to make them stop. I don't want to die.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
Probably not good with words, but I can't try and open the door, I don't think, on my own. That'd be like a major action, right? Or
So she... Yeah, the door's... They have not unlocked the door. She agrees, and she wires in communications from you to the bridge of Capri Sun over the PA system. So everybody can hear what you're saying.
okay. Can you aim a weapon of equal strength at them? So it's at least not so... No, that's not a good thing to say. Shit.
He's basically aimed the only turret that you've got on that side.
Okay. Alright, I guess, like, I'm going to ask, how do we disentangle the ships without anybody dying? Do you have any ideas?
Well, Lady Colonel Liana says, well, you could just leave my ship and we'll disembark and, we'll be even.
Oh,
Give me just a moment. You guys go ahead and come up with a plan.
We've got her members of her crew drugged on aboard our
Well, they're
ship.
not crew. Those are high passengers.
Okay, so her...
We could
Right.
just say that's enough. We've got 4 hostages, and we abandon the mission from here.
Or Qingxi could try and open the door while we ramble and panic to buy time,
Yeah.
and then I just kapow. I don't want what are they called, the Ranger getting the best of us? Bullshit.
The Safari.
Safari. No wait, the Safari is the right ship. It's the Ranger. Do you know any languages?
Me? No.
I can speak.
Anything.
Anything,
Because
pretty much.
you ate that weird parasite. That's
Yeah,
right.
that's right.
Okay, and I know a couple languages, so I'll just start speaking in something that they don't know. Probably. What the hell did I learn? Something. I wrote it down somewhere. It's weird. Language Solomani and Wani. Cool.
Well, is our comm network secure that they can't hear what we're saying when we're talking to each other?
I would assume our internal network is secure, but
Well,
Captain is now over the intercom, so anything she hears would go across.
right.
Okay, so I'll talk to you in a language that they are unlikely to understand and motion for Qingxi to open the door, and I'll be able to blast them pretty quickly. They'll be screwed then. I'm on a ship. Space. This is
where I need one of those weapons of mass destruction that I could tuck it, because I don't trust that when we pull away.
Yeah.
So it's just gonna be like, okay, hearty handshake. See you later. It'd be really nice if we could scuttle them if we can't take it.
Yeah.
You could try. Crap.
These people do not. They'll want to avoid it. So yeah.
I'm gonna leave it up to you, Captain.
All right. Hopefully we don't all die horribly. That'd be pretty bad.
Well, if we do, we just start over.
It took so long to get power or
I know, that would make me really sad. Space my corpse in my armor.
like this.
Freeze me like that and then shoot me out in a direction where who knows when I'll actually hit an object.
We're probably like contractually are obligated to join that weird corpse wall because we made that the official religion of Drinax, right?
Oh, yeah.
If we didn't do that, it would look really bad. So
Maybe we could put like a homing beacon on our corpses so they can come get us and throw us in wherever they need to
that
throw
might
us.
be useful in death. Build a yeah, that's all right.
And we never got to, if we do die, you'll never get to blow their minds at the world.
Oh shit, you're right.
There's a reason to live right there.
Absolutely.
I got one more option.
What's that?
We could feign getting ready to abandon you.
Oh, that's
Oh.
right.
But
Yeah.
why would it
Then
be a
it would
fame?
be mutually assured destruction.
As soon as we get the ship separated from them, we can spin it, and then we'd have the barbette on them. We win.
That's true.
Now, if we think our crewmen,
That's true.
and I'm not saying this over the comms, by the way, but if we think our crew members can survive long enough, we could do that, jettison or break loose from the.
Well, just act like it's a mutiny. So, Keith, you say, F this, they're nuts, screw the chain of command, we're leaving.
Right.
And then, Beth, you can make a show of like, I command you to stay. And he can be like, deuces! Like, we're leaving. Do with them what you want to. We're leaving. And then maybe that'll make them open the door and take us prisoner, and then we blow them away.
Yeah, I think you're right. Okay.
I mean,
I like to say this
we're
is-
going to be stupid. Let's be big stupid. Like,
Let's have fun with it. Fuck it.
let's
Yeah.
be real stupid. So I think we should do that. I think that we should act like we're getting abandoned.
Oh.
You freak out. You can tell them. You can tell them like we're bigwigs in Drinax and they can rank to us to
When
Drinax
it's all said and done.
and have them take us prisoner.
Just don't yell.
I'm not yelling.
Yeah, you did.
When?
Just now.
I'm not lying.
Before? When you were talking to everybody?
I just talk. Yeah, people can adjust my volume.
I can't.
I'm sorry.
The only thing I have to say is I'm brand new to this spaceship stuff, so it better be labeled really clearly if it says push button here to fire at enemy ship.
Fuck it. Push the button.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I don't know which button to push.
Keith's got a solid understanding. He can talk to
Yeah, I can handle that.
Okay.
The hardest part is somebody's got a pilot.
Is it anything like a ground car?
What's that?
Is it anything like a ground car?
A ground car? No, you need pilot skill.
Okay. Yeah.
Let me see if I have pilot skill. I do. I have it 1.
There you go. Congratulations, you are now captain and pilot.
I'll tell you which button to press.
You tell me and I'll do it.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So that's little. So where are those little crabs laughing?
My apologies, guys. I am back. So what have you decided to do?
So I'm going to respond immediately saying, screw the chain of command, we're going to take off. And I'm going to disconnect from the, what's the ship name again?
Oh, from the Trojan Ranger?
The Ranger, that's right. I'm going to disconnect from the Ranger and turn around
Okay.
and start taking off.
And I'm gonna start freaking out.
Okay.
Me too. I'm gonna start cursing them and their mothers.
Okay, so
Very passionately.
who is going to do the piloting on Capri Sun?
I am.
Okay.
I'm ready to go.
Don't ruin our ship.
Okay, go ahead and make a, luckily this is just a routine piloting check. Go ahead and make a piloting spacecraft plus dex check.
Does the ship's controls give him any bonus?
Maybe.
You know, I begged for those bonuses.
Oh, you did fine. Don't worry.
Oh, yeah, I'm an awesome beggar. I'm the rules advocate.
Let's see. Capri Sun does have holographic controls.
That's fun.
But I don't know that it gives you a bonus to piloting.
Yeah. It was worth a big.
Okay. So yeah, I got 13.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. So you you guys hear the disconnection, and you on Trojan Ranger, Beth and Ching Shi, you hear the disconnection, and yeah.
Damn you,
Oh, bastard!
you
Downward!
Yeah. Okay.
So
Sarah.
Ching.
Etc.
So Ching Shi, what? Yeah, I mean, you're hearing this and you're like, what? And what do you want to do?
Well, I'm kind of hoping someone emerges to try and take us prisoner.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I'm just gonna clump around kind of noisy. Like, what do we do now? You get back here. And meanwhile, while I'm doing that, while I'm stomping around being dramatic, I'm going to continue. I mean, like, obviously my aiming from last time isn't carrying over, so I'm gonna aim because I've got line of sight if someone comes through there or peeks out here. So I'm gonna aim and curse a lot and hope that they come to try and take us prisoner.
Okay. And I am going to, off the side here, I'm going to add Ting, Ox, and Keith, even though they are in another ship. And that way we're all on one initiative screen so we can see what we're doing.
I wonder what the two-way split of one of these ships would be if we were to sell it on the black market.
Oh, this is a nice ship. It's going to sell really good. But, I mean, if we have to shoot it with the barbette, it's fucked.
No. I'm talking about the ship that there's two of us on that we're leaving people behind.
There's 3 of you on it. Keith is on it too.
Oh. Darn. Three-way split.
Yeah, no. But no, I mean, we're gonna get both ships. I got full faith in our capability to win this. This is great.
And, you know, we jettisoned our way in. We can always jettison our way out.
Sure, there is a launch. They have a small ship inside.
That's true.
So, that's like emergency backup plan is,
To take the launch.
yeah, exactly.
Actually, once we're loose and we get, and like I said, you rotate, you got that barbette that'll take them apart long before their beam laser.
Yeah, if that goes south and they get on the launch and get off that ship, we can totally obliterate that ship. I would think. I mean, he's not telling us the hull points it has, but I think we would do a lot of hull pointed damage with our big badass. You know, got 3 missiles and then the 3 beams coming from the turret. That's gotta. This is a luxury ship. It's not a battleship.
I still recommend getting some regular conventional missiles that'll disable things rather than blowing them apart.
Yeah, our ship was designed to actually just kill everything. It was very destructive. And then you guys made it a triple turret.
All right, so everybody go ahead and roll initiative. And you should be able to put your initiative in on the initiative stack.
Where'd that go again?
That's dex or intelligence, whichever our choice is.
Correct. And you're shooting for a average 8+ roll, so your effect is where you end up on the initiative stack.
So I got an 11, so that's 3.
Correct. So Ox got a total of 5.
Well,
So that's
minus.
yeah, puts you at -3. Okay, so now I have to make sense of all this. Oops, don't do that. So between Ox and Keith, which one of you would like to go first?
He's in charge. I'm doing what
Well,
he tells me.
yeah, I guess he's flying, so I guess that puts him over whatever you decide to do. Okay. So, Ting, you're over there. The last we heard from Ting, you had a bunch of unconscious, tied up high passengers in the common area. You can feel the ship is now free and maneuvering. What would you like to do?
Well, I gotta think I've been hearing all this comm chatter, considering I'm always kind of out there listening to the waves.
Right.
And I think I would probably have a pretty decent idea on what's going on.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're aware of what's going. Well, I don't know if you're completely aware of what. I mean, I'm not even aware of where your guys' plan is going with this. So,
Right.
but you are aware that they are no longer docked.
Yeah, they've got their plan that they're doing, and I'm gonna just kind of do my thing here. And I just want to send out a signal. I want to try to mask it in such a way that it'll come up on the Jolly Rancher here. I'm trying to make it look like I'm a different ship from far away. Coming, just on the other side of the Capri Sun. I want to try to do that with my own neural thing before we get too far. And I was wanting to pretend like I'm another ship. If I could pull that off, that'd be great.
That's going to require a very difficult electronics comms plus either intellect or education check.
Well, we've got to go with education, and then we're talking. Let's look at the old character sheet here. I got the comms as 2.
Okay.
And then I've got 3 for my education, and let's see if I have anything other tool belt that might do well. No, I've just got a really beefed up Neuralink, so. Yeah, this will be plus 3.
Okay.
2 and 6 plus 3 dice gods. Give it to me. Oh, I didn't put the R. Sorry. A 9.
So you send out a broadcast, but it's obvious that it's coming from fairly close by. And they are not. They're like, yeah, there's no other ship out there. What are you talking about?
Right, but I want to try to convince them that they're. I'm like you should power down and give up peacefully. You have an extremely unstable and lunatic on your ship. You will all die.
Yeah, the response is met. At first, it's met with laughter, and then just turning off of the comms.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, all right.
pilot. Well, he's gonna go back to his station, and then he. He's going to make a run for it. But he's not doing a very good job. I mean, he floors it, so he dumps his full one thrust point into trying to get away. And so Keith and Ox, you can see the Trojan Ranger do a full burn away from you. Ching-Shi, what would you...
my buddy, what button do I push to shoot him with the barbette? In the engine.
Ching-Shi, what would you like to do? So Ching-Shi and Beth, you can feel that the Trojan Ranger is now under full power.
Right.
And you can feel it in the deck plates that you're moving.
Okay. I was really hoping someone would come try and get me. What should I do? I would like to be conferring with my captain on the plan, our pseudo plan. Let's see.
Captain stepped away for a moment, sorry.
Yes, I see that. She's abandoned me in my dream.
In your hour of need, your captain's abandoned you.
Okay. I'm gonna try the door one more time. I know I've tried it a bunch and it hasn't worked. I'm gonna try it again. I got the software,
Whoops.
the everything. I've got the everything to help me out.
Okay, go ahead and make
Let's try it
a.
again.
So you're going to want to make a electronics computers plus your choice, either intellect or education. You get a +2 for your software and your computer. So
And my computers is 1. That's 3, and then intellect is 2 more. That's 5. That is 12.
it does not unlock the door. But it was very close.
Yeah. Very close, and $6 will buy me a gallon of gas.
Just one.
Yeah, just what?
Almost.
That's all I had was to try it one more time while hoping to at least draw some of these guys out.
Okay. The astrogator is going to come over here. They are plotting a jump course. And of course, you guys don't know that. And that will take them. Hold on, it's in here. Uh-oh. They'll be able to do that in one round.
You're gonna jump it around?
Well, he'll have his jump calculations done in a round. Lady Carliana is, or Carnaliana.
Use your psychic powers.
Where were you 30 seconds ago?
I was putting the chickens away.
All right, taking care of living things.
She's going to go into her office. And that's what she's going to do. She shuts the door. Captain Beth. I'm going to... No, never mind. Yeah. So, Captain Beth. What would you like to do?
I can't really tell what all's going on, can I? Or
Yeah, you can't see through the door. I mean, you're aware that the Trojan Ranger is now under power. I mean, you can feel in the deck plates that there was that momentary shift in gravity. You know that the ship is moving. You've got 2 locked doors, one to the bridge, which now seems like probably the more important of the 2. So you could try to hack the bridge if you wanted. You do have a computer in your battle dress, and I'll tell you exactly what it looks like. So, in your battle dress, see, you've got you got plus 22 protection, right?
Yes, that's right.
So that means you're tech level 13. You have a computer /2, eye protection, Geiger counter, IR goggles, light intensifier goggles, Prism binoculars, radio transceiver up to 1,000 kilometers, and a scope. So with the computer /2, you can run the decryptor software that Ting has kind of passed out, which will give you a +2 to any hacking attempt that you try to do.
Okay, you got this.
So it would be electronics, computers, plus either intellect or education +2. There is an alternate option. You could try to brute strength force the door open.
Are the walls stronger than the doors in a ship? Like,
Oh, most certainly. Yeah, but I mean, it's not like the door is any slouch. I mean, the door is made to resist pressure loss and maintain air in the room. So, I mean, it's not like getting through the airlock door is easy. Honestly, I mean, it probably is easier to hack the door than it is to try and rip it open.
If there is a loss of pressure, they will hurt the jump, won't they?
Not necessarily, no.
Oh, okay. I thought it might.
Yeah, no, it would just lock down all of the airlock doors, which has already happened when Rexar opened up the airlock. Several of those doors shut to separate the compartments.
Okay, I'll attack the door.
Well, I got it.
You said I got +4?
It would be electronics, computers, plus intellect or education, your choice, +2.
Okay, yeah, so that's okay, so 13.
Oh, man. The lock light on the door goes green for a split second and then goes back to red.
No. Crap. Okay.
You are really close. So, Keith, you see the Ranger hit max burn, and they're taking off away from the Capri Sun. I mean, there's no way they can outrun you.
I'm going to...
So if you match speed, you would still have 5 additional thrust points that you could use for maneuvers.
Yeah. I think I'm going to match speed, and I'm going to instruct Ox to try to shoot the jump drive.
Okay. All right. So you match speed. Did you want to... you could use a maneuver point to, or one of the thrust points out of the 5 to try to position for a better, clearer shot for Ox.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. All right. So go ahead and make a piloting plus dex check.
9.
Nice.
Okay. Ox will get a +1 if he wants to use the particle beam barbette. So the particle beam barbette, so if you use a fire control, and the particle beam barbette is accurate, is accurate, so that's a +4, plus the piloting, that's +5, and it is also high yield, so any 1s are considered 2s. So, Ox, if you want to fire that gun and do a called shot on the maneuver drive, you can. But in order to hit your called shot, you have to have an effect of 6+. So it will be gunner turret plus dex plus 5 to hit.
Okay. Well, that's about our only choice. Either that, or we hope the captain in the week-long jump time can take over the ship.
Right. Well, and then meanwhile, you guys left on the Capri Sun will have to figure out where they jump to. Not that there's a whole lot of options.
Okay, well, let's give it a try. /power. And I get a -2 because I don't have a skill, right? So it'll be a net +3.
Correct.
Okay.
So do you have Jack of all? So do you have Jack of all trades 1?
Oh yes, I did take that. You're right.
So yes, then you would be at -2 for a net of +3.
Okay.
Normally you'd be at -3, but you're only at -2.
Well, let's see what we get. Wow.
Ugh. Ugh.
Can you hit yourself with a bar bet?
So
How do you knock a ship
What's your-
down in
what-
space?
yeah, what's your gunner turret? And so you don't have gunner turret. What's your
I
dex
do not
mod?
have gunner turrets. My dex is 10, so that'd be a mod of 1.
So you got a 6. So you fire, but
Actually,
you
just
miss.
a second. Its accuracy makes it so that both of those are 2s.
Well, high yield would make any ones that are rolled on damage are considered 2.
On damage. Okay,
Right.
I was confused. I'm sorry.
So yeah, no, you fire and the particle beam lances out and misses. Beth and Ching Shi over the intercom, you can hear the pilot and the astrogator are like, "Oh shit, these guys are serious."
The right button.
Meanwhile,
Actually, over the comms, we'll tell them that's your one warning shot.
okay,
It's a full mutiny.
down here,
I was making sure I missed them with that shot. That was a warning shot.
Exactly, over the bow.
at the end of towards the end of the hallway, down here, you guys hear a door open, and the engineer, well, that's a good shot, hits Ching Shi with a 12.
Okay.
So that is a +4 to damage. But he only gets 13 points of damage, so the bullet ricochets off of your battle dress. So Ching Shi and Beth are now aware that there's somebody down at the end of the hallway shooting them. And it seems to be a low caliber weapon.
That's engineering, probably, by the way.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah.
Which, if you open the door to engineering, you could turn off their power to the...
Yes, I have made those connections. Thank you.
Ting, what would you like to do?
Am I able to access? Can I use the ship's comms to talk to the Jolly Rancher?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many.
Yeah. So I've got some social skills and some chops. I'm just gonna try to use them to coerce the ship into powering down. Yeah, you stupid whore. If you don't power down, you will die. My captain will die, you will die, and we will joyfully pick through your corpse. On top of that, we will remove the arms and legs of your high passengers and feed them cooked steaks that we've done for it until till they all bleed to death except for one.
Make
And
it.
that one we will only feed as only friends. And you will, if you survive with a back suit or something, while that we will kill you and then resuscitate you to kill you again.
Make a persuasion check plus your social skill.
Oh well, hell yeah! This will be plus 3.
Or social characteristic, rather.
Yeah. And your biggest mistake was getting away from us. Our weapon will tear you to shreds and make your entire inside of your ship blow. You stupid cunt. Pardon my language, ladies. Yeah, just role playing the nice and polite.
No, I would probably drop the C word if I was trying to ruffle the feathers of a noble's mouth.
Yeah.
Twice.
Whatever. It works.
Oh, well, fuck yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
What'd you get?
I got a 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
She
I'm
replies
sorry.
back. She says, what if I supplied you with something more valuable than my ship or those high passengers that you have taken captive?"
Oh? We'll power down and let's talk about it. I mean, we have a very long-range weapon, and we can take several shots at you between here and there in your jump point. And your small, measly little turret will hardly scratch our armor. You've looked at our ship. You know it's not a merchant ship. Your little safari toy will end up floating around in the cosmos if you don't power down.
So
You've lost your only chance at an upper hand when you had your guns pointed at us and we couldn't know that. You dumbass, you should have shot us down.
Ching-Shi and Beth, you can hear this over the intercom. The
All right.
pilot is going to keep burning away. He's really got nothing else that he can really do. Ching-Shi and Beth make a electronics communications plus intellect or education check.
Yeah, 14.
Oh shit. 6, 9, 10, 12.
So both of you are aware. You have at this point tapped into because of your hacking attempts. You're tapped into internal comms. There's a message that goes back from the bridge to engineering to go ahead and we're going to risk a misjump. Go ahead and activate the jump drive, and there's no response.
Cool, we got the guy.
Ching-Shi, what would you like to do?
I would like to head toward where I heard the opening door, where the shot came from,
Yeah,
which I believe is down here,
yeah.
and shoot at that person.
Okay, so you're at a -2 because he's got a little bit of cover there around the corner. But
Yeah.
go ahead and make a gun combat plus dex check at -2.
Okay. Let's see.
I'll give you you can give yourself an additional +1 since you have been aiming for quite some time.
Forever. Okay, so you said it was at -2, right?
Mm-hmm. So a
Okay,
net it
so
would be
let's say
-1.
Yeah, so that's 1. Okay. 9.
That's a hit with a +1 damage.
Okay. The rest of my dice. Let's see. 4? No. Oh, sorry. I'm woefully unprepared. Here we go.
Woefully unprepared is how I live my life.
That's the way to be.
So
Right?
what did I get to add for, it was +1?
Correct.
So 15.
Oof. Ouch. Okay. This guy.
And hopefully the nerd wasn't wearing decent armor. Because he was
No, he's just wearing a vac suit. So you said a 15?
Yeah.
Good job there.
So he's going to take 11. Ouch. He's not down, but he is hurting pretty bad.
Too bad the Aslan isn't up there with that axe.
I know. Yeah, I don't know where Corey is. That's very strange. He was looking forward to playing too.
Yeah.
The Astrogator opens the door.
What?
And gets to there because he's wanting to know why the hell engineering hasn't activated the jump drive, and sees that the Verger engineer has been shot. But he used 3 minor actions to get there. Lady Carneliana radios back to the Capri Sun, and she says, we're not going to fall. I'm not stupid. I'm not going to fall for your ruse. We're not going to cut thrust. I'm fully aware that you're a commerce raider, and that you already outgun us. She says, but destroying us isn't going to net you the profit of millions, if not more than millions, tens of millions of credits with the information that I can supply you with.
Well, then why don't you supply the information and provide access to your launch to my crewmates?
She says, I'm not going to agree to give that information to you until I talk directly to your captain on a private channel.
Well, she's on your boat.
Open up the door and you can talk to her.
Yeah, she's right outside your door, probably somewhere on your ship there. She might be in your quarters, defecating on your pillow.
So Beth, you hear this, and you can switch over to a private channel. You see that there's a private channel that is opened up. You can switch over to that private channel if you would like.
And I'll say, how would a safari ship have information that valuable?
She says, I can set you up with a job that is very minor amount of work, obviously for a crew of your capability. I can set you up with a broker that is hiring for a job worth tens of millions of credits, potentially. All you have to do is say the word, and I will allow you to take my launch with the agreement that you can take my launch back to your ship, and then you can abandon the launch and go about your business. We'll pick up the launch after you leave. And if you want, you can even keep the high passengers. If you're not interested in keeping the high passengers, if they're too much trouble for you, you can leave them on the launch. But you let us go, you agree to this, and I'll give you the information for an enormous payday. How do you respond to that?
What kind of job is it?
I have this one.
She says, to my knowledge, it appears to be, from what I've gathered, it looks like it's a bank heist against a Judecca-run bank.
Just a moment. I need to confer.
She says, take all the time that you need.
The bank heist sounds fun as fuck. I'm just saying.
Okay, so you got one yay.
I like a bank heist.
Got a yay.
And they're done that. Let's do it again.
I like your attitude, man.
Oh, did I say that out loud?
Oh, yeah, you did.
All right. Looks like I'm outnumbered no matter what. So.
But your vote matters. You should still vote, so that way we know what you lean. I mean,
It does sound fun. I'm gonna say. I wonder if we can do it. We've been like so murder hobo-y that like a bank heist seems sort of sophisticated.
I'm not terrible. I'm perfectly happy being in the minority. I don't like leaving a job undone. And if we came on for this ship, I feel like we should take this ship. But also, I have no problem with being outvoted.
Do you think
My gut instinct is to not leave work unfinished, but
well, I mean,
I can do either.
yeah, we could do both. I mean, he's got to come back to pick up his launch for good faith, and then I mean, we could wreak much damage upon his ship, and take that too.
True.
I mean, this is not necessarily an either or, because we don't necessarily have to let, the Jolly Rancher go ahead and go to his junk node in peace. I mean, we've got the big Capri Sun now. I mean, we could just do it the old-fashioned way and Capri Sun punch them.
Does she want to cut? Or is she giving us this leave?
She says that she doesn't want to cut. If you decide to agree to this, then we're even. She says, quite frankly, she doesn't care what you decide to do with the high passengers. But like she said, if they're too much trouble for you, feel free to leave them in the launch. They'll pick them up later.
Does the engineer need to be patched up? Do they have something for that? I'm kind of fucked them, right? Or
she confers privately. She says, yeah, the engineer is going to need some medical attention.
We have a med bay, just saying. We bring them over.
She says, no, that's okay if you don't mind. I think we'll stay aboard our own ship.
No, I was just talking. I'm not in the conversation.
well, if we're not gonna fight anymore, I don't know. I kind of like her moxie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Well, I mean, you could probably recruit her to the fleet if she's kind of underhanded, and we could, use her to, I don't know, as a safari ship with a launch.
To what
She gives us another job in the future, we could give her a cut.
To wet your whistle, she sends over contact or information on where this job is to take place. The job is to take place on the system called Homestead here in the Trojan Reach, and the contact name is currently redacted, but he can be found at the Homestead starport. And she says, make the decision, and I'll unredact the name, and you can be on your way.
I like it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay. While we're waiting, I'll do some first aid. I'll patch up the hole she shot in the guy.
Okay. Go ahead and make a medic plus your choice, intellect or education with first aid for some first aid. And you get You get a +3 for your medic kit.
All right. That's the last one anyway.
Oh.
What is big?
It's 17. It's crazy. It's too much.
Well, 17. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That's a +8. He's not doing so bad. Let's see here.
While everyone's distracted and he's getting medical attention, can I go into engineering?
Yeah. What would you like to do in engineering?
Shut down their drive?
Sure. You go ahead and make a.
I'm captain. While everyone's distracted, I mean, we could kill the ship or kill the drive right now. I mean, at least then we know they're not going anywhere. But that would dissolve your agreement. So if you don't want me to do it, I'm not gonna disobey.
Can you read the surface thoughts of the... That'll let us know if this is sincere.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to ascertain if she is stalling, if she's fibbing, or if she's really genuinely telling the truth to get out of this mess.
Okay. Go ahead and make
Because
your.
frankly, I don't know that we performed well enough for her to be that intimidated. So,
Go ahead and make your check. Go ahead and roll 2d plus your psi modifier.
Okay. 9.
She is completely honest, and off of her surface thoughts, you with a 9, you are able to get the name that is redacted. This is the contact's the contact's name. Evidently, is somebody named Anison James.
Anison James.
She and Anison James both are connected to Varuk Nurgle on Thief, who you have had dealings with. He is the old man that refers to all of the scantily clad young ladies in his office as his nieces.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so
We shouldn't kill her then.
Yeah,
We
this
don't want to fuck
probably-
with her.
Okay. Or don't kill the deal. Okay. Okay. Never mind. Then I won't try and do that.
Okay.
I just really want to, I just imagine while everyone's distracted. Ooh.
I know. This ship is so tempting. It totally is. I want it really bad.
Well, then take initiative.
No, I don't. Well, but... Okay.
Well, I mean, is anybody...
I am going to tempt you with something so much better than this. You guys are going to be drooling.
There's like 3 major powerful people on the that are,
that we know about.
yeah, and we really don't want to fuck with them. Like, we could ultra murder you. Like, yeah, they're like...
Yeah, it is a very distinct possibility. You guys don't know this for sure, but you suspect that Varuk Nurgle is actually one of the Lords of Thief.
Right. But I thought we did know that.
I don't know that you know it, but you very heavily suspect it. And if he's not, he has an awful lot of power. He's like right there. He's got a lot of power.
Right. Okay.
I also respect the hustle that this captain runs. She did an awesome job, like, releasing all the pounds when we were in the bottom quarters, and then, yeah, she did great. So let's let her have it.
So you're in agreement to this. She opens up the access to the launch, and Qingxi, go ahead and make. I assume that Qingxi is going to pilot the launch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a small craft.
Okay.
So make a piloting small craft plus dex check.
Ten.
Nice. And Keith, you're flying Capri Sun. You go ahead and make a piloting plus Dex check.
Okay. $11.
Okay. So, yeah, the launch comes over and makes the you guys make it look easy. She docks with Capri Sun. What are you going to do with your unconscious hostages?
My pets?
Yes, Ting's pets.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to secure them tightly in one of our lowest grade rooms.
Okay, so you're not going to dump them on the launch. You're still planning on wanting to ransom them.
Or other things.
The option,
We've got many options with these fine folk. We would hate to burden this safari ship with these. I mean, I'm feeling pretty pumped up about how I took them down in such a masculine and tough way. You know.
I'm drinking.
Yeah. I would hate for them to run about and plot revenge.
Well, we could always drop them into our social experiment on fantasy. That is the dumping ground for all of our problem folks.
These
really.
Yeah.
You were estimating these nobles, if you were to ransom them, you could probably get easily anywhere from 500,000 credits all the way up to maybe 1 mega credit each.
How many are we got?
4.
4?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, that's pretty good.
So you disembark from the launch, leaving it, and she sends over the full data.
Come on, get down.
Hold on here. I'm looking for my map. There we go. So you are currently at Janus. Homestead is all the way over here. The easiest way, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You could be there in roughly 12 weeks. That's if you're leisurely about it. And she gives you the information. It is Anderson James. He is looking for a select crew to do a bank job. He's looking to keep it on the down low.
And that's pretty much right in line with where we were headed anyway to get there. I mean, we've got to go to Tyr and then to Salif and then up to Homestead. Is that right?
Well, you were going to actually go to Palindrome, but you've already got ships heading to Palindrome. Your own pirate fleet is going to Palindrome. So...
Yeah, we could not worry about it and do our bank heist instead.
Usually, a bank heist can be kind of any time, or until they fix the loophole in security or whatever.
That's true.
We were gonna get the anti-aging drugs.
Okay.
Yeah, the anagathics.
Yeah, so if we take those and then head over towards Thieves, we could get rid of the nobles and the stuff at the same time because it'll be really easy to sell there.
Yeah,
Right.
We could probably take a cut in what the projected ransom would be just to dump them off to some other pirate house or something, or the slave market, any kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right, and you could spend a week in Tyr selling your advanced automobiles. Possibly even ransoming your 4 hostages in Tyr, or putting the word out,
Place.
and and take it from there.
Yeah.
That sounds good to me.
That would free up some cargo hold.
Yeah.
So Literally, you. So, who's going to make the astrogation check to jump from here to? I guess you're going to jump to all the way to tier because you do have a jump 2 and a jump 1. So, who wants to make the astrogation check?
I think she's the expert.
Yeah, I'm +2. Anybody else?
No?
Okay. Mm, 10.
Okay.
Because I get intellect as well?
Correct.
Yeah, so 10.
So, Keith, go ahead and make a J drive plus intellect or education at +3. Okay. 2 weeks later, you guys arrive at Tier. Now, Tier, to say that Tier is balkanized is really an understatement. So, Tier, if I remember correctly, hold on a second. Maybe I don't remember correctly. Hold on. Yeah. See if I can get my book. There we go. Let's see. That is. Well, they don't have information. So, but I do know about Tier, whether it's in the book or not. So, Tier, over the past couple 100 years, since the fall of the Sindalian Empire, Tier tried to take over a number of other systems. They're not extremely well liked, but the other systems kind of battered them down. Tier is they have a Class A starport, but they have a tech level of tech level 12 on planet. So they are a higher tech level world with a very nice starport, but the rest of the system is rabble rousers, all bitching because they didn't succeed in taking over other systems. On Tier, so you refuel. You probably want to pay the maintenance cost for the Harrier just to keep it up and running, which is so maintenance cost is going to run you 343.5. Oh, I'm sorry. No, maintenance cost is going to be 28,630 credits. I assume you guys have that in the ship fund.
Yeah.
And that makes sure that everything continues, like the jump drive, continues to run smoothly. Now, of course, Keith is overseeing all of the maintenance because, the Capri Sun is a tech level 15 bird that's sitting on a tech level 12 planet. So Keith's like, no, that doesn't go there. That goes there, and don't push that button. And so the first thing that we need to determine is Ting. Go ahead and make a broker plus your choice, either social or charm modifier.
Okay, that'll be +3 total.
Okay.
That's an 8.
Okay, well that at least gets it. Hold on here, let me look at...
I guess technically I'm supposed to be trying to find a buyer.
Right.
right?
So
yeah, so
you do find a buyer for these
for our three tons of
cars.
advanced. Yeah.
And they are advanced automobiles, advanced vehicles.
Right.
So yeah, you find a buyer. He looks them over, and he's going to make an offer. He offers to buy them at cost that you paid for them.
No.
Go ahead,
No,
make,
these are these are not something you can just pick up here, and then your manufacturing doesn't seem to be.
you can't just buy these; they're advanced.
Yeah. Well, if you'll have to pay more than what we than that. It's 1 million credits.
Go ahead. Well, no.
That's a little high, probably.
Yeah.
Maybe 750.
Go ahead and make a broker plus your choice charm or social check.
Okay.
Actually, in this case, I guess you could do broker plus your choice of either intellect or education. We're kind of past the social aspect.
How about 12?
Okay. He will offer to give you. He looks him over, hems and haws, and he will offer you 210,000 apiece.
210,000 apiece. Yes, we should take that because that is well over $100,000. I mean, credit profit.
Well, they were 180,000 each, so.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So yeah, we will take that.
Okay. So yeah, you can do what was it? 3 tons of that.
Yes.
So 3 tons times 210,000 is what you make back.
630,000 credits returned to the ship fund, Captain.
It's a nice net little profit.
Wait, how much your shit returned? I'm sorry.
630,000 credits returned
Wow.
for the
Okay.
cargo that I did, that we did.
So is our purser tracking it, or
I gave money for him to buy some stuff and try and
no? I just mean, isn't the purser's job the accounting stuff?
Technically, yeah. I mean, right
So
now,
I'm just like, as far as like monitoring or intake outtake for Kitty, that seems like it's. I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm just usually the purser is the ship's accountant.
right.
Yeah, but best player is actually
Yeah.
doing the math.
Yeah, Cameron's been the one keeping track of the ship kitties. I mean, however you guys want to do that.
I want to split this up and have everybody take a cut because that's great. So how many we got? We got 1, 2, 3.
So first thing is, before you do that, take the total that you have in the ship's kitty and deduct 10% off the top.
Okay. So that's minus 60.
Because that goes back to King Oleb. And then split up whatever's left over.
Okay.
And you might, I don't know if you guys want to cut in Rexar, you can always leave some out for him. So it'd be divided by 6.
Okay. Okay, let me get calculator. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. Okay, so we all get 95,000 credits.
Nice.
And Rex are all cut in two.
Nice.
Thank you.
See, it's already paying off for you guys.
Heck yeah.
So then the question is, who wants to negotiate a ransom for these 4 nobles?
Oh, that's probably my field as well, but if somebody else wants to do it, they can.
What skill? Would it be broker or something else?
You could you got to find somebody that wants to deal with it. So there would probably be street smarts or corrals or something along those lines, just to, or maybe some kind of investigation.
Street smarts would definitely come into play, trying to, or streetwise would come into play, trying to figure out who you can ransom these guys to.
So that's,
I don't know.
is that Ting?
I do have some streetwise. I've got one in streetwise, but I've got a good social and education, you know,
Right.
and I've got a good charm. So
I'm
those.
just hoping that if he wants to jump in, it's been awfully quiet on his front because of what we've the course of the evening. So if he wants to make the deal, so that he,
Yeah, I don't mind making the deal.
as a player, I'd really like him to feel included.
Oh, right. I don't feel like that. I mean, it was the turn of things. I
How-
built a character.
How's
that was not
how's
combat heavy.
Ox's how is Ox's streetwise?
Yeah.
I have 1 streetwise and 1 point of intellect to go with it. So +2.
Up to you guys.
Yeah, you go ahead, dude, because you haven't done a lot. So go find us somebody to sell our.
Well, there's human
Yeah.
traffic.
It's not been able to play.
I just want to point out, did you see my last dice roll?
That
2-1.
that is true.
The bad one out of thing.
You got it out of the way, man.
Exactly.
Here we
And
go.
if we're unsuccessful, then we sleep on it, and someone else goes out the next day. Like big
Here
deal.
we go. I will head out and see what I can find. See if there's any vargs out there that need to buy some humans.
There you go.
That's pretty good. So you don't find any Varger out there, but you do meet up with some rather unsavory Aslan from the Glorious Empire. And
Yeah.
they're like, there are these 3 mercenaries who are here on tier for another contract, but they're like, so you're selling 4 humans, huh?
For selling creatures, yes.
This is what are they good at?
Well, I don't know how well they could run if you were hunting them, but they talk a lot.
One of the other Aslan kind of nudges them in the ribs and goes, "They're all good at running when you put a collar on them." You know that the Glorious Empire is kind of known for their slaves to wear explosive collars. So if they're too far away from their owners, their heads will just explode.
I'll buy that for a quarter.
He makes an offer. He extremely lowballs. He says that he'll offer 70,000 credits apiece for him.
I can get more for that just for the meat.
Go ahead and make another your choice, either streetwise or broker, plus your intellect.
Okay. That go through? I didn't hear a beep.
I didn't see anything.
Oh, there we go. Wow. There you go. 2 1s.
He says, we'll go as high as 100,000 each.
I will calm the people on board, saying, we estimated they were worth a lot more for ransom. These guys would just want them for meat.
It's $400,000 that we're getting rid of them, though.
Okay.
I mean, it's not like we're really taking a loss. I mean,
Yeah, they were
we sold
free.
them some drugs and we took their clothes. This will be karma, the cosmic karma coming upon these entitled bastards.
We could wait till we get to Thieves too. We'll get a way better deal. But anyway.
Yeah.
If you want to take them to Thieves, we can. I don't care. They seem fun to take, so I took them. Yes. They're probably begging to be sold now because I really.
Ship is not that bad.
The Capri set is actually pretty nice. I mean, you've got the rolled leather carpet, the velvet rolled and leather and brass fitting chairs, and
And these fine folk that we have eat our leftovers.
Oh,
Did you
yeah.
give them clothes back?
No.
Hostages don't get clothes.
The yellow shirts from Star Trek, like the guys that always die first during a conflict.
I think it would be funny if we tried out the med bay and we swapped all their limbs about.
If we come across any extras, I'll attach them for your amusement. How about
Well,
that?
just like take the first person's arm and stick it on the other person and just like trade them all along so they all have like they have like one leg that was theirs.
I'm like a world.
It's gonna be like a
physician.
episode of
Doctor
Futurama.
type of shit.
So you guys are gonna hang on to him and try to ransom him at Thief. Is that your plan?
Yeah. I think
Okay.
it's just kind of like not a lucrative market right there for humans.
Okay. So, Ching-Chi, go ahead and make another astrogation check. And that will put you guys, we'll pick up next week.
Well, that's good too, because like from Steve, we could put it out as ransom instead of just selling them. Because I don't want to do any. I'm glad it didn't work out. Because I don't want to do any business with the Glorious Empire. Those guys suck.
Amen. Yeah.
But trafficking is okay, right?
I like ransoming them back to their families. Cool. Dumping them on fantasy for our own amusement. Cool. Glorious Empire stuff.
Alright. That's fine.
There's amusement, and then there's amusement.
We gotta have boundaries. There's gotta be a line.
Yeah.
That's really where it's at.
Okay.
Okay. Astrogation it is. 11.
Okay. And Keith, make a J Drive plus intellect or education plus 3.
Ginger.
Oh, Jeter. Sorry. $16.
Okay. On here. This one I do have info on. So number 1 is a ocean world. Originally, it was settled as an undersea mining colony and a prison planet by the Sindalians. Number 1 should not have survived the fall of the Sindalian Empire. That it not only survived, but it has flourished is a testament to both to the stubborn nature of humanity and to the fact that it is hard to leave your home hellhole without jump technology. The atmosphere, number 1, is a toxic goop of insidious gases with a high concentration of chlorine and cyanide compounds. The population live in settlements on the seafloor and never emerge from beneath the waves. To live on number 1 is to exist in a realm of tunnels, corridors, and pumping stations, if not submarines. The planet Starport is located on a tall mountain above the worst of the atmospheric poison. So this place sucks. Pretty much
We
not
have our own starport on this planet too.
on number
Is
one.
that where
On number 1, that's where our gas station is.
you guys should check in on your investment?
No.
Everybody would need
Is
money to do it.
Oh, that's right. You guys put a gas station in the on the gas giant.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh, way to remember stuff.
Hold on here. So you, the gas station hands over a net profit of 41,000 credits.
Nice. Does that just, Ching-Chi and I just split that since we were the ones who invested?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's you guys.
Yeah,
Okay, so that's 20,000.
20,500 each. Evidently, when I'm on pain meds, I can do math. I should maybe do that more often.
Shit, I know that.
Can we gather the homeworld from our subjects? Like where they come from and their family information?
So that's a really good question too. Go ahead and make a persuasion plus your choice of either charm or social, Ting.
$11.
So you're able to get out of these guys that all four of these hostages are actually from the Tobias subsector up this direction, and it's not all on this particular map. But these are all four Imperial nobles.
Ooh. Ooh.
I see.
Yeah. And Drinax is against the Imperium, right? That is our general stance.
No, I mean, Drinax wants to be recognized as its own kingdom by the Third Imperium. And because the Third Imperium has not done that so far, it's not that they're against them, it's that they have decided to employ you guys to pirate everything up and down the Sindalian Main and squeeze them until they are recognized. The idea being that then Drinax can come in and say, hey, look, we put a stop to the piracy, so, look how great we are. That's kind of the gist of this little endeavor.
One of them is a baroness, is that correct?
Correct.
Yeah. I mean, maybe that alone we could, instead of money, we could ask for being recognized as Drinax.
That's true. So one more. Ching-Chi, make one more astrogation check.
Ten.
And Keith, make another J Drive plus intellect plus 2 check.
$11.
Okay. You guys arrive in Salif. Now hold on here. This is the planetary map of Salif. And just to tell you about it, so Ox has a contact here. You come into Salif. Salif is a rocky planetoid, notably only for being tidally locked, so that the same side always faces the system's primary. It barely sustains the 8 million people who live in the narrow twilight zone between the freezing night side and the sunside desert. The ruler of Salif, a friend of Ox's, or contact rather, is a former Hollow Star performer named Tisney Zazzle, who inspired a rebellion against the old planetary government. Now she maintains her control over the population through carefully choreographed songs and speeches promising them prosperity and more living space. Zazzle maintains her youth and beauty through expensive anagathics.
Ooh.
So
Interesting.
we will pick up here next week with the possibility of Ox radioing down to talk to his old friend Tisney Zazzle, and you guys might get invited down.
Ooh, backstory with the Ox lore.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good.
So we will pick this up next week at 7 o'clock on Wednesday for the next episode of Pirates of Drinax.
All right.
Thank you very much. You have a good night.
You're welcome. Have a good night, guys.
I'll practice my dice rolls.
Okay.
You did great.
Now I've got a long history of crappy dice rolls.
Oh, we all
I'm living down to it.
we all run into that.